Yeah, YouTube was the greatest.
All right, so our New Year's thing will be we'll try to limit the profanity, be a little more well-spoken, a little more elegant.
Nah, F that.
But now Sakib and
I'm solid.
Our New Year's, yeah, you are solid. Our New Year's has been not inhaling the puff. Oh, no. For me, it's not buying puffs, right? So I have not purchased a puff in the entire New Year. That's 2 weeks, right? I'm still okay to hitting other people's, and people will be like, well, that's not really quitting. I'm like, bro, I have gone like 5 days without seeing anyone that possessed one.
Yeah.
Until today. Until today.
Yeah, man.
So keep trying to lie to me too.
Bro, I saw this dude pull out 7 out of his drawer.
The dead
They're
puff.
all dead.
The dead puff.
Trying to pull out a dead puff, but like 3 days in a row trying to hit a dead puff, like it's not gonna work. Like
No,
that's not
sometimes it
good
works.
psychologically.
You see, you're not a fiend.
You don't know.
You
Yeah, I
really
don't.
don't.
You don't know.
You've never dug
'Cause
through
it's
the
funny,
trash can for a dead puff.
Yeah, dude, everyone I know that's like stopped puffing in 2023, I'll say, oh, you're straight done? Bro, all I have is a dead one at home. I'm like, oh, I know that feeling. But see, I'll hit them and then throw them things away because like, I don't want to keep, I'm going to keep going to it. Then it's going to become basically the same as like hitting it. So I would hit the dead ones, then throw them out. But man, if anyone else has one, I'll be with it. But Sakib broke today.
Man. All right, so look, yesterday.
Whoa.
Oh, it was yesterday?
No, I didn't purchase it yesterday. Yesterday I kept saying, I was like, bro, just go buy a puff, and I kept trying to convince him to buy the puff. I was like, bro.
Oh yeah, I wasn't even like slight. Like it's just not an option. There's no temptation to buy one. But if you got one, I'm over here. I was hit the bro. Hey bro, you got the.
And he's trying to convince me. He's like, bro, I do got a puff plug. You can just go over there.
It's true. I
get it.
I have a puff
Enabler.
Because now it's illegal now. You can't have the flavored ones.
And the entire time he's just like, bro, what are those? I don't even know what puffs
I don't
are
even know
anymore.
what a puffs is, bro. Unless you got one.
I was craving them. So
you broke.
Caped.
Okay, but in your defense, bro, I'll be so honest, because my girl and I, obviously she's not smoking them either, and she's been having a harder time than I, which it's funny because I was hitting it all the time while I'm working nonstop. She wouldn't even bring hers to work. So, but having her, like, I already just know it's not a factor. Like, there's no way I'm gonna go. In your case, recently out of a relationship, I think I probably may have broken too if I was in your position. Like, I have nothing kind of tethered me.
Don't give me none of that. I'm weak-willed.
Well, you already did it.
I am weak-willed.
Yeah,
you're weak-willed, but like, bro, I don't know. There's just a lot worse things you could do, like post breakup, that aren't the best
like
for you.
beat my meat.
What's the first step of the 12-step program? Was it acceptance or deny or something like that?
I think it's. I don't know.
You just gotta accept that you're fiends. I feel like y'all know that y'all are fiends, but y'all just.
Bro,
see,
I just spoke about digging puffs out of a trash can. I think I know I'm a fiend.
Yeah, I mean, and I did that too, and then I threw them away, and then I didn't have any more to dig through. But here's the thing, like, I don't overthink it, because for me, it's like, all right, if you're not going to the store, then you've already conquered it for the most part. Like, if no one's going to accidentally bring you to the store, you have to decide to do that. So if I'm just knowing I'm not going to do it, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Now, but another thing is, I try to just always think in logic, right? And when you're going through something where you're really craving what?
You just said logic.
Logic, that's funny. Right. I'm black, I'm white.
Timing.
But when you're craving something though, you just gotta understand, bro, and this is for anyone that's trying to quit. Bro, it's a very addictive substance, so it's doing what it's supposed to do. You're supposed to be like wanting to hit it or thinking about it in the day, wanting to do it. It's fine. Like, just accept, like, that's what you're supposed to be dealing with. Like my Muslim brother here, right?
Aww.
Ramadan, and I partook in Ramadan, right? You're starving all day, but you're not thinking like, fuck, I'm just gonna eat something real quick, because it's like, bro, you have to not eat. Like, you can't eat until it's time to eat. Now. Someone made the point. They said, okay, but Ramadan, you know it's going to come to an end. You know you're going to get to eat. Then after hitting other people's puffs, here's what I've come to. It's like, imagine Ramadan, you're starving all day, or any type of fast, Yom Kippur, whatever. You're fasting, and you finally get to eat. But imagine you take that first bite of food, and now you're not hungry anymore. Like,
your stomach's so small, and your appetite's so small.
I'm not talking literally, though, because in Ramadan, you're going to tear up a bunch of food. I'm saying, relating it to the puffs, you take one bite of food, and it's already like, okay, yeah, I'm not even hungry anymore. And that's how it is a lot of times for the puffs, bro. You hit it, that first one, lightheaded. Mm-hmm. After that, you're hitting it more out of habit because you want to feel that. But it instantly, bro, I had like 4-day periods of not hitting it. Hit like someone else's, I'm feeling it, and then I go to hit it again. It's right back to the same old puffs. All I'm hearing
is a bunch of mental gymnastics as to why y'all are fiends and addicts. Okay,
no,
that's all
I'm saying the opposite.
He's explaining it.
No, I'm explaining the opposite as to as to why it's not that hard to just not buy one or just not be on it. Because even when you hit someone else's, the first one is fire, but it's not worth actually owning one, because even if you're with someone in 5 minutes and they give it back to you, hit it again, it's already back to that puff feeling.
Yeah, it gets played out.
Yeah, where you're just doing it to do it, trying to chase that high. And that's what I was saying. It's like if you're starving, you're going to tear up so much food when you finally eat. But imagine you take 2 bites. and then everything after you're like, yep, just not
It's the
hitting.
same thing with the white powder. You know, the first one gets you there, and then now you're just wanting to trace that same high that you
white
got.
powder, Coke,
Yeah,
No, okay, we can't say that.
bro.
Coca-Cola.
How do y'all feel about the videos of people's lungs collapsing?
Bro,
From the vape, honestly, I've never even. They never pop up on my feed.
Well, no,
because
that's
I think they want me to just keep
no,
going and
because
buying
it's
more.
never actually the vape. Like they never have. I mean, I've heard some things for like really young kids, but that's the thing. It never really goes to the full step of them actually being able to say this is the cause of it, or we're seeing. But also, it's very young. Like we haven't had years or hundreds of years to study what the effects of the vape.
Some people kind of just abuse them. Like, why do you have 7 different vapes? You
Oh,
know what I
at
mean?
once, right.
Like 7 different vapes. You're hitting them nonstop. You're hitting them in class. You're hitting them at your job. Every single place you're at. So at some point, some studies have said that it builds water in your lungs. So I'm like,
Shucks.
oh, okay, that makes sense why you get hospitalized. And if you already had crappy lungs to start with, it's like, okay.
You know what I found out is bad for your lungs? And actually, you told me, and then I had to fact check. I
Poppers.
never listened to anybody. I never listened to anybody.
Yeah.
And then I fact checked because I bought a bong right during the time I stopped. With
Oh,
the bus.
yeah.
I bought a bong. Never been a bong guy. I thought it was for white kids. I was cool off of it. Didn't like the stigma. Now I've moved over. I like it. I enjoy it. But putting, a lot of people put ice in it. All the homies I know that have smoked bongs, they were immediately like, yo, you got to put some ice in that thing. 3 people told me. But he had said, it's good, but like, it's not good for your lungs. I look it up, and it's not good for your
Like
lungs at all.
cold
Yeah.
It can lead to but yeah, it's not good for your lungs. So anyone watching this, if you're hitting the bong, it's nice.
With ice.
Yeah,
It's
really
nice with ice, but it's and I did it the first time with that, and then I looked it up what he was saying. I'm like, maybe I should check out what he's saying.
Yeah.
And then it was true that it can lead to bronchitis. It's just really not good on your lungs.
Is it the same thing as like smoking menthols? You know how when you smoke
Nah.
menthols, it like
It's the cold. Something
Yeah.
about the
Okay.
cold and like how it can build up liquid in your lungs too, because it can make the smoke vapor, or